And we're live. Here is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Good evening, one and all. My name is Mike Alpha Charlie, situated here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. It's approaching 7 p.m. on Monday evening, so it's time for us to sit back and take in the Lake Ontario Radio Club net on the VA3ZOE repeater on a frequency of 443.075. Your net controller tonight is none other than VA3CJZ. That's Chuck in the lower city. Let's see. The net does meet here Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday at 7 p.m. And then on a simplex frequency of 446.125 on Thursday evening, also at 7 p.m. We also support a number of other nets throughout the Hamilton region throughout the week. Let's stand by for Chuck. VA3CJZ, take it away as the clock rolls over to 7 p.m. VA3CJZ, VA3IMW. Have you got your coffee cup filled up there, Chuck?
Yes, sir.
I knew it was some last minute details. Alrighty, take her away.
All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue. This is VA3CJZ opening the Monday night accidental net on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. We meet here every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday here on the VE3ZOE repeater. And I'd like to thank Terry, the owner of this repeater, VE3IQL. This is much appreciated. And so, of course, the Monday Night Net was started by accident by yours truly. Anyways, with that, let's, without further ado, let's get started and see if there are any one-and-done stations that would like to check in, any portable, mobile, or priority traffic stations. Please come now. All right, nothing heard. Let's open it up to everyone with a valid license. This is the VA3CJZ looking for your check-in.
VA3IMW, and I hate dead air.
All right, VA3IMW, Mac, come on in.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, so said Mr. Rogers. And recognizing Al and Albert both checked in on YouTube. So thanks for hitting the like and subscribe button. Certainly appreciate it. Yeah, you can follow along with me. Look up my call sign VA3IMW and click the little red button that says live. You'll find us right here. Anyways, it's been a little bit of a tough haul I found the Sable Island Expedition guys on 15, no, hang on a second, 15, yes, 15 meters, working CW split. And as soon as I figured out how to get my my radio into CW split, they either took a break or had to make a nature call or something. But then I found them working voice on 14255. Also, they were listening 5 up. And just when I thought it was getting close, they move frequencies. And they don't tell you when they're going to stop, they just go. So, yeah, I guess if the pileup gets too drastic, they just shift their frequencies up or down, and they leave it for everybody to find them in the good old fashioned way that ham radio, I guess, used to work, right? Anyways, I haven't been successful in making contact with them this year. Um, I've already got Sable Island in my log. I think it was last year that I worked the DX expedition, and I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's in my logbook somewhere. Anyways, what else? What else? Goodness gracious. Temperature's not as good as they could be, but hey, they're heading in the right direction. And at least we don't have 6 feet of snow, and it's nowhere near Lake Barry. So that's good enough for me right now. What else is going on with Chuck? Did you get some computer work done today? Or did you find some time for some DX work?
All right, Mac. Lots of information there. Yes, I agree. We're of course below seasonal temperatures, and apparently a large portion of the U.S. is under a heat dome. They're expecting 90-degree Fahrenheit temperatures for the next several days, and they're saying a lot of states are going to be breaking March records. So, yes, I'm very jealous. And no, I have also not been able to get Sable Island yet. I don't know how many more days we have left before they're done, but no big deal for me. I've got tons of expeditions stations, but it'd be nice to get that one. So we'll try again. And today I had to get up early, go and give blood, and then I was busy doing other things. Oh yeah, shopping. So no, I haven't had a chance to do any radio work. I was listening a little bit on the Nickel Belt net, of course. That's on 7250, right after the eCars net at 1:30 p.m. So conditions were quite rough on 40. So I decided, you know what, I'm not going to even bother again. But it looks like the conditions have gotten a little bit better for today. Back over to you.
Yeah, I got to admit, 15 and 20 meters sounded a whole lot better than I expected. I think it's still a little early in the day for 40 meters to settle down and become a pleasant place to go. But I was actually really impressed with the clarity of signal coming out of Sable Island on voice. So I guess it's just the right distance for the 20-meter first bounce. So now everybody knows. I know what everybody's going to be doing after the net. All right. Anyways, I also see Mark, VA3MHV, also checking in on YouTube tonight. So there's 3 in there for the log for you, Chuck. Anyways, maybe we've woken a few people up from their old man naps. And maybe we can scrape up a couple of more RF check-ins.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah, so I see Albert, Al, Mark, and who else? now. And yeah, so forgive me if I'm a little not 100% with it right now. I was experiencing a low blood sugar just minutes before the net, so I had to grab some honey and got a couple of teaspoons of that, but it takes a while for it to take effect. Anyhow, let's carry on and see who else is out there would like to check into the Monday night net. Please come now.
VA3IMW, Mr. Chuck. Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave it at that.
VA3WPG. Just a fast check, getting nothing going here.
All right, got three more there. We got NFL, NFG, and WPG. Let's bring in Monsieur Al, Victor Alpha 3, November Fox Lima.
How you doing, Chuck? Hope you're getting better here. Sure, mine goes up and get kind of cross-eyed, but yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, thing is though, Al, I wear one of those sensors on my arm all the time, and my cell phone goes off on alarm mode if my sugars get dangerously low, and which they do quite regularly lately. And when I laid down on the couch for an old man nap, I turned my volume off on my phone, and then when I got up to get ready for the net, I noticed I just wasn't feeling right, and then I looked at my phone, and of course it was flashing in red, and yeah. So, anyways, it'll take a few minutes for the honey to kick in.
Yeah, I remember back in these late 90s, I had this girl running in the back of my truck. She hit me hard. I said, okay. Then she hit me again. Then she stuck to me, so I kind of drove us off the road. And I went back and looked at her, and, I asked her, you okay? I got nothing. I called the cops, I got hit. I didn't hit her, but the cops come back to me, and her brother's going to get her a chocolate bar to bring her back.
Oh, well, I didn't catch the last part there, Al. The damn repeater's acting up again.
Well, I was saying, when the cops got there, I said, I don't think she's stoned or drunk or anything. She's just looking at me, but not there. And when the cops come back, I don't know, 5 minutes later or 10 minutes, whatever it was, and her brother went out and got her a damn chocolate bar to get her back.
Oh, yeah. You got to have something sweet that's handy and easy to swallow, because it can get pretty difficult to do anything when you're all messed up. I get the shakes. I start sweating. I get confused. It's not fun getting a low sugar. Getting high sugar though is nothing like getting a low one though. You don't feel like you're about to pass out. So yeah, I much prefer the higher blood sugar than the low.
Yeah, I find I'm borderline diabetic. I've got my sugar count down to 7, so I'm where I'm supposed to be. But if I take a high sugar count, it affects my vision. I can feel it.
Yeah, that's right, Al. Your vision gets blurry, and for me, anyways. So yeah, those are all signs that after a while you get to notice, what something's wrong because of those red flags coming up, right? So, but still, it's dangerous when you're laying down or you're sleeping in bed and you have that happen. You gotta get up and act quickly.
Chuck, check me in. I'll say something for everybody on this. Everybody have a great evening. VA3IMW.
All right, Al. Thanks again for your check-in, sir. Have a great rest of the evening, and bon appetit. All right, let's bring in Steve. I don't know if he was mobile or portable or what, but VA3 November Fox Golf.
VA3 CJZ VA3NFG portable mobile at the depot on break. Am I even making it in there, Chuck?
Well, Steve, yes, you are. You sound much better on direct. The repeater's really giving me a lot of noise. But I think you're a solid S6 on direct there, Steve. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. 6X units into your station. I'll take it. Anyway, just the general check-in there for the net, Chuck. I have no traffic to add to the net this evening. I'm just another number, brother. What can I say? But thanks for doing the net anyway there, Chuck. And all the best to everybody who's listening.
There we go. I forgot to go back on through the repeater. Had to flip the switch there. Very good, Steve. Well, thanks for checking in on your break, and much appreciated, sir. Have a great rest of your shift and safe drive home, and maybe we'll hear from you a little bit later on. Take care, buddy. Thanks again.
Roger that. 7-3. VA3NFG portable mobile will be clear for now.
All right. Well, let's bring in Chris and see what he's been up to there. VA3WPG.
Now, just a general check-in, VA3WPG, none going on.
Oh my, you sound all so depressed there, Chris. Yeah, maybe some warmer weather might pick you up, but that I don't think won't happen till at least the end of the month, which is another week from today. But yeah, big heat wave down in the States, and for us here, we're in winter temperature, even though it's officially spring. It's what -1, -2, or 0, or somewhere around there. That's crazy. We should be at about 5 or 6 for regular daytime highs. Anyhow, Chris, did you resolve your issues with your motorcycle? I think I overheard you a while back talking about some issues you had.
Not going to be doing anything with it.
No, does it run?
Yep.
All right, Chris. Well, if you have any other anything you'd like to add there before the net ends, by all means, do so. Thanks again for your check-in. An extra bean in my pot. Much appreciated. All right. Anybody hear about the big crash with Air Canada airplane there on the runway? I just opened up my Instagram, and sure enough, there was video of it. A plane smashing right into a jet fuel truck, or jet dry truck. And man, oh man, it was in the dark too. Crazy stuff. Apparently one woman, a flight attendant, was thrown from the airplane and survived. Crazy. I don't know how many are injured or dead, but my thoughts go out to those people and their families. And with that, let's bring in anyone else who'd like to check in on the Monday Night Net. Please come now.
Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt.
Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt. Bill, come on in.
Yeah, apparently it was a fire truck. I saw the footage here, the newscast earlier today for it. So it was a fire truck that the plane ran into. Both the pilot and co-pilot were both killed. Apparently 41, I think about 41 people were taken to the hospital, 32 were released. So last I knew there was about 9 in critical condition, but it sounds like the fault of a ground vehicle that was going to assist another plane. So I'm sure we'll get more details as time goes by, but I'm also sure that the lawyers are probably circling the wagons as we speak. So what a mess. Anyway, Chuck, not much to report from here. Awful band conditions today. I did a quick listen, but didn't really make any contacts, and haven't checked the numbers lately, but when I looked before, everything was red and yellow, and I think the K-index was up around a 6, so not very good radio day. Anyway, Chuck, that's it from here. Just listening along. Back to you.
Bill?
Is that Al? You want to talk to Bill?
Yeah, did you hear the controller say I messed up? That was the worst thing he could have ever said.
Yeah, I heard that. That's why it's going to be a real circus for the lawyers, Al. You're right.
Oh, they're going to hang that guy.
What's that, the air traffic controller?
Yeah, he said on the radio frequency I messed up. That's the worst thing he could have ever said. He shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, yeah, you know, everything is recorded, and that's going to be used against him, and yeah, it's not going to end well. Yeah, it's not going to end well. All right, Bill, thanks for your check-in and the update on that info. Like I said, I just caught it's a short video clip. The plane's coming in at a good clip, and it hits, there's a bunch of vehicles that were about to go onto the tarmac, but you could hear the one controller saying, truck stop, stop, truck one, stop, and then of course the big smash. So, wow, that's a lot of injured people. Those fire trucks, there's a lot of steel in those things. So, wow, the pilot and co-pilot killed, eh? I wonder, were they coming in for a landing, or were they taking off, Bill? Do you know?
They were coming in for a landing from Montreal, from what I understand. And apparently, I saw the footage today. It looks like the nose was ripped right off the plane. I'm going to have a little look after the net's over and see if there's any updates. But yeah, you're exactly right. They were trying to get the vehicle to stop, and for whatever reason, it was not acknowledging.
Yeah, and I assume the truck driver and the people on board were also killed?
As far as I know, just the pilot and co-pilot. That's all I've heard. I haven't had a chance to check in later today. But as of this morning, the only ones I knew that had lost their lives were the pilot and the co-pilot. As I say, 32 taken to the hospital, 41 taken to the hospital, and 32 were released. So there was 9 that were still in serious condition. So I'll have to have a look after the net's over to see if there are any updates.
All right, very good. Yeah, sad story for Air Canada now, that's for sure. And air traffic controllers, it's going to be, crazy. Anyhow, this is Monday night. This isn't the only net that's on. We do have Marty on the VA3NCF repeaters on 2 meter and 70 centimeters for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. We'll take time out to go and say hi to Marty after this net, and then stop by and say hi to Rick on the 40-meter net at 7.150 at 8 p.m. And at 9 o'clock, they usually go up to 10 meters, 28,485, and chit-chat over there, unofficially, no net, but that's what the guys do usually at 9. And who else? Chris, VA3RWJ, has the Sounds Good net on the VA3RSB repeater in Burlington. Try and stop in there and say hi to him, and or listen. And so with that, that clears my list. Let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Monday night accidental net.
Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November.
Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November. Matt, come on in.
Thank you, Chuck. Good evening, everyone on net, and good evening, everyone on the stream. I'm assuming there's a stream. I haven't turned my phone on yet. My bad. Just want to say hello to everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. And that's about all I have for the net tonight, Chuck.
All right, Matt, are you heading out for coffee?
Yeah, I'll be heading out shortly. I might have to pick up my daughter from the mall on the way, but other than that, yeah, I'll be going to see the game and saying hello to everyone.
All right, well, have a good time. Whoops, hang on. There we go, back on the repeater. Sure, say hi to everybody for me, and enjoy your evening out with the gang. And thanks for your check-in there, Matt. Anything else before I carry on?
No, that's all for me, Chuck. I'll let you carry on, and we'll catch you on the next one. VE3SMN, Connect Control.
Hey, before you go, Matt, what radio and what microphone are you using?
I'm at home tonight so far. I'm on the QYT radio with the stock QYT microphone.
Oh, okay. It just sounds a little bit muffled to me, the audio does, but, you can always pull up the stream on YouTube and listen for yourself. Everybody's ears are different, but that's what I'm picking up. But anyways, nonetheless, you're making it in full quieting, and just thought I'd ask.
All right, well, I appreciate the feedback, because if anyone knows what a good radio should sound like, it's definitely you, Chuck. I'll go on the stream and I'll have a listen and see if maybe something has changed recently. I'm not too sure, but we'll figure it out.
That transmission was better.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Bill. That last transmission, it sounds like you raised your voice or you got closer or something, but you were definitely more muffled in the previous transmissions there, Matt. But anyhow, yeah, go have a listen and you'll see the difference there, Roger.
Roger that. I have a feeling I know what it is. My wife's watching TV, and I think I'm just trying to keep my voice down, but that could be just all it is.
Yeah, it's much better that time. All right, well, I'll let you stay quiet while your wife watches her program. And thanks again, Matt. All right, so let's see who else is out there would like to stop by and say hi here on the Monday night accidental net. My name is Chuck, and and my call is VA3CJZ.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor. Victor Echo 3, every kind of junk.
All right, two more there. VA3 Mark Hotel Victor and VE3 EKJ. Let's bring in Mark.
Good evening, Chuck, and everybody on the net this evening. Sorry for the late check-in, Chuck. Boy, that's hard to say. I was up to my elbows in a nice pound of wings there. Came home kind of ravenous. So, speaking of diabetic, my roommate is diabetic, Chuck, and her go-to when she's crashing, because I heard you talking about this earlier, we keep those little mini cans of Schweppes regular ginger ale in the house, little teeny six-packs, and we just crack one of those, pour it in a glass, and she'll sip away at that fairly quickly, and it usually brings her up a couple of points just to get feeling better, because like you say, swallowing and things like that can be difficult. Anyway, not much else going on, Chuck. I just wanted to check in. Haven't been doing a lot of radio, just been working on some other areas here, and just wanted to give you a check-in. I'll turn it back to you, Chuck. VA3MHV.
All right, very good, Mark. I know I usually grab ginger ale. Or, I'm sorry, not ginger ale. You grabbed the ginger ale. I have orange juice I like to go to. And if I have an open can of pop, sometimes I don't drink a whole can of pop. I'll just have a few sips and I'll put it back in the fridge and go back to it later. If there's an open one there, I'll get some Coca-Cola into me, some nice sugar there. But yeah, very good information, Mark. Thanks again, my friend, for the check-in, and anything else you can think of.
Oh yeah, one more thing. I just wanted to mention that aviation tragedy that you guys were speaking of. Yeah, it's always horrible when you see an aviation mishap. Our heartfelt sympathies out to the crew's family, I'm sure everyone's feeling. Yeah, the nose was tore right off the thing. They were on approach, and yeah, I did hear that same call out by the controller telling the ground crew and the fire truck to, truck one stop. Yeah, it was, that's an awful thing, but we're lucky actually more people weren't killed, I'm thinking, so if there's any blessing in it at all, but it's not very good for the crew and their families. So anyway, Chuck, I'll be listening along, enjoying, thanks for doing it. I'll turn it back to you. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Okay, Mark. Thanks again, sir. Have a great rest of the evening. I want to say hi to White Wolf, 44 White Wolf, stopping in to leave a like. Thank you so much for joining us. We're here every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much. And with that, let's bring in Bill, VE3, every kind of junk.
Evening, Chuck. If I key up unexpectedly sometimes later on, you'll have to forgive me. I'm not really to blame. It's my cat. For some reason, just as you turned it to me, she jumped up on the ham radio bench here because there's a window she can look outside into the backyard. Now she's wanting to get petted on the head and generally make a nuisance of herself. And when she's got me thoroughly aggravated, she will leave. What is it about cats anyways, Chuck?
You know what, Bill? I'm an animal lover. I love all animals, but and we've had several cats. I know I've buried a couple in our backyard, and actually, my wife agreed to bury her girlfriend's dead cat in our backyard because she just doesn't have a yard. So I told the wife, "You're digging the hole," and it's clay back there. So good luck. And it was a tough go, but we got a big enough spot for the little kitty there, and I'd prefer to get myself another dog. Mine has passed away, and it'd be nice to have cats, but we got a smaller house here, and then of course you got to deal with that litter. The fur gets into everything, on everything, in everything. They scratch your furniture. They rip everything apart. But they're cute.
Yeah. Well, my family, since I was a kid, we always had dogs and cats. It wouldn't seem like a home if we didn't have them. So now I got the dog, and I got this cat, and I don't know what I'm going to do when this dog finally passes on. She seems still in good health, but we don't last forever. Cats, of course, tend to last a lot longer. But I don't know. I think what'll happen is, depending on my own health, when I'm thinking about getting another dog, I don't want to get a puppy that might outlive me, because you don't know for sure if somebody will step up to the plate and take your animals. But what I might do is go down to the shelter and rescue an older dog that, the two of us will be hold together. The dog won't be that much trouble, won't expect me to follow them zooming all over the place. And besides, I think the older ones, they deserve it. I talked to them when we picked up the one I've got now. I was talking with some of the people there at the shelter, and they told me it's really hard to find homes for the older animals because everybody wants kittens and puppies. So the older ones just get passed by, and that just breaks my heart. I hope nobody ever does that to me.
Yeah, I know. I think I saw a story on the news there about a dog that had been at the some shelter, I forget where, for over a year, and nobody wanted him. And yeah, there's a lot of sad stories like that. But there's there's always someone willing to do that, to pick up an older dog for that reason. So, anyways, and I have a good friend of mine that lives out in Manitoba who is a foster mom for dogs and cats, and sometimes she's got a bunch of them there in her house, but yeah, she holds on to them for a while, and then I guess I don't know how it works, but it's not a permanent place for them at her place. So, but she loves animals. Anyhow, Bill, I want to save enough time to check into the net on the NCF repeaters, and then get ready for 8 p.m. for the HF net. So, anything else you can pass along for the net there, Bill?
Nope. I can't talk about any radio work I did through today because today I did the square root of nothing. But I didn't get it all done, so I'll have to pick it up and do nothing tomorrow. So take care there, Chuck. We'll let you carry on with the net. VA3EKJ.
All right, Bill. Anytime you want to talk about dogs there, I'm all ears, as they say. Thanks again. All right, want to give a shout out to Droner Wayne, VA3 Fox Mike Bravo, out of Mississauga. Good evening, Wayne. Thanks for joining us on the YouTube stream. And with that, let's see who else is out there would like to stop by and say hi here on the Monday Night Accidental Net.
V3 quick comment.
Go ahead, Bill.
Chuck, I'm all ears, especially after a haircut. Take care.
Yeah. When I was living with my dad, every couple of weeks, he would tell me, all right, go stand in the shower or in the bathtub. And of course, the clippers would come out and he would cut the hair the way he wanted me to have my hair, and that sucked.
Yeah, I remember those days well. Anyway, I remember going to the barber and being scared the first time. That was a traumatic experience, but I got over it. Take care, Chuck. Have a good evening.
All right, Bill. Thanks for that. All right, anyone else wishing to check into the Monday Night Accidental Net, please come now. All right, let's make this the last call. Who wants to be the last call check-in for tonight's net? Please come now.
MHV comment.
Go ahead, MHV.
Yeah, Chuck, when I was growing up, it was the barber stool out in the driving barn on a Saturday, and everybody got their turn. We'd go sit there. Dad would plug, we had corded, of course, plug the clippers into the outlet with the extension cord and sweep up the big pile of hair at the end of the day. So, anyway, that's all I got. Back to you, Chuck. Thanks for doing it. VA3 or VA3CJZ, VA3MHV.
Yeah. Well, it beats having to pay someone else to do it, right? Especially when you got a whole crew of kids to have done. What was I going to say? Yeah, I was walking down Ottawa Street there a couple of weeks ago, and they have a men's barber shop there, or a unisex shop, I guess. No, it's a men's barber, and they used to charge $10. It now went up to is it 15 or 17 bucks? Almost double, you know. But yeah, everything's going up.
That's why I cut my own.
Oh, definitely worth investing in a razor. Absolutely.
I haven't had a haircut since the pandemic. I got a pair of number 2. I just put the number 2 guard in and just let her rip, Chuck.
Yeah, I'm old school, hardcore. I go with zero. I go, what do they call that? Commando.
Yeah, roger to that. Getting pretty good at it, though.
Yeah. But I do, once in a while, I see my comb inside the medicine cabinet, and he gets pretty lonely, so I brush my beard with it and put it back in there.
Yeah, one more quickie, and then that's it. I sent you the video that Al was talking about. I sent you the link in your email, so you can look at that later on. Take care, Chuck. 7-3.
Okay, thanks, Bill. I know Al mentioned in the comments earlier to check my email, so I'll do that in a bit there, so thanks for that. Okay, last call, second last call. Anyone else out there wanting to check in, please come now. Alrighty then, so that brings our total tonight to 10 check-ins. I want to thank everyone who checked in via YouTube and through the radio here. Let's see now. The next time you will hear me hosting a net will be on Wednesday for the longest running simplex net in the Hamilton Dundas area. The AREG net, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, will be on 146.430 at 8 p.m. sharp, and I will also be streaming it on YouTube. You just put in my call, VA3CJZ in the YouTube search, and you can find all my videos there. And on that night, you can click on the live button, and you'll see us in red there at 8 o'clock. Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of the evening. Stay warm and stay safe. This is VA3CJZ saying so long for now.
And I will be here tomorrow night to do the net. VA3IUK will be monitoring for a while as well.
All right, Bill, you just said you will be here?
Roger, I will be here to do the net tomorrow night.
Outstanding. Good to know. All right.
All right. So Monday night, we get our extended contact. We're going to flip over to the NCF repeater and monitor the tail end of Marty's net.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Marty, and everybody else on net. Don't have a whole lot of announcements for the net tonight. Our general member meeting is this Thursday at the St. Paul's Church on Regina Avenue, so anybody who wants to go, should be a great presentation by Don. Other than that, no, I'm sitting at the McDonald's in question. I don't have the address in front of me, but I do look forward to seeing everybody there.
I think Raji wants to pass the address on to some local folks who might come up and visit us. So can you look it up on your phone there, Peter, if you're sitting there, and let us know what it is. Over.
No problem. The address at this McDonald's is 20 Rymel Road East. 20 Rymel Road East. That's where we meet.
Okay, thank you, Peter. And Raji, did you get that? Raji, Kilowatt Golf 6 Charlie Bravo. Over.
VA3QEE, this is KG6CCB. Yes, I copied 20 Raymore Road East, Hamilton. And thank you. I will pass it on to my friend Baba, and he will, when he have free time, he will come and say hi to everyone. So because of the flight, I am not going to fly for several months, and just to stay in this nice California weather. But he already lives there, so he can come. Okay, thank you very much for giving the address. Very good. Thank you. Back to VE3QEE and the station who helped with the address, 73 and TNX.
Okay, 73, Raji. We're clear with Kilowatt Golf 6, Charlie Bravo, and Peter, Victor Echo 3, X-Ray Lima, Quebec. Thank you very much for doing that. And I heard Carol in there, Peter, so I'm going to listen for Carol. Please go ahead, Carol. Over.
Yeah, Victor Alpha 3 Whiskey Hotel Uniform. Yeah, I was just looking at 20 Rymel Road East for Raji, and a message from Ria on WhatsApp. She is listening to us here on the one of the nodes that we're on. She's currently on a flight to British Columbia. So, but she is listening. She says she can't talk, but she's listening on the side there. So back to you, Marty.
Well, thank you for that, Carol. Very good. Well, November 2, Romeo Juliet, Ria, have a good flight, and thank you for listening along from the air. That's pretty neat. 73 to you, Ria, November 2, Romeo Juliet, and thanks for that, Carol. Victor Echo 3, Whiskey WHU. Okay, 73, Carol. All right, we're listening for any further check-ins on the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Monday Net, and time is 7:48 p.m. Please go now.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, Mac. You got that in pretty speedy, Mac. Over.
Well, I'm looking at the clock. You don't have a lot of time left, right? You're counting down the minutes. anyways, I'll make it fast. Looking forward to some warmer days. Certainly positive. We didn't get 3 feet of snow today, so a big check mark there. Everybody's back to work, so traffic conditions may be a little bit worse than they were last week. However, today's trip home was exemplary. Maybe some people are stretching the March break. So, other than that, just a quick mention that the third weekend of April is the Support Your Parks weekend for Parks on the Air. And we've chosen, the Hamilton Port operators have chosen to do their group activation either the 17th or 18th of April, probably going to Valence Conservation Area for this event. So as the days draw nearer, I will share some further details. And I don't know if you're going to ride your bicycle out there, but you're always welcome to join. That's about it for me. And we'll pack that in and let you pick up the rest of the guys that have trundled over here from the ZOE repeater.
Hey, Mac, very good. Well, thanks for the heads up, and I hope it's a good turnout. All right, we're clear with Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, and listening for further calls. Please call now.
Victor Echo 3, Lima, Radio Lima.
Victor Echo 3, Lima, Radio Lima. Larry, good evening, and were you on during the weekend, Larry? Over.
Good evening, Marty, and everybody else who's still hanging around here on the net this evening. Yes, I was. I did play a bit with Virginia Cuso Party, number 9 in the series of 47. Oh my God, what a commitment to make to want to work all these state Cuso parties. Anyhow, yeah, we were on, made a few contacts, and made a legitimate log, so we made a submission, and like that. But basically, I'm sitting here, and I'm looking all over hell's creation to get my cow in the log. It'd be a new one if I could get them, so we're sitting here listening on 40 meters, but I can't, I'm still not decoding them. Anyhow, not a great area of the globe to be working from this location, that's for sure. Anyway, Marty, that's about it, and I'm glad to hear the POTA guys will be out and in force there on the same weekend of the Ontario Cuso Party, so make sure they submit their logs to that, and hopefully they have a good activation. Anyway, back to you, Marty, VA3QEE, V3LRO.
Okay, Larry, and I heard from Rick that we're expecting the CQ World WPX on March the 28th. So I presume you'll be doing that. I hope 10 meters is open.
Yes, so do I. But we'll see. The band conditions this past weekend were awful, just absolutely terrible. But anyhow, yes, I will be very active during the WPX. It's one of my favorite contests. Anyway, that's it for now.
Larry, 73 for now. Time is 7:52. Any other check-ins? Please call now. VA3, CJZ. Alpha 3, Charlie, Juliet Zulu. Good evening, Chuck. Over.
Hey, good evening, Marty, and all on net. Chuck here in the east end of Hamilton. Yeah, we finished up on the ZOE net there. Had a bit of a low blood sugar warning just before I started the net, so things were a little bit rough to start the net with. Of course, I had to grab a couple of spoonfuls of honey. I have a jar of honey here I keep on tap close by for emergencies like that. So for a while there, I was having a hard time keeping my sugars down. Now it seems to be the opposite. So I keep giving myself less and less insulin now every day, and yeah, it's pretty weird. I get more low blood sugar warnings than I do high blood sugar warnings. So yeah, it's a little bit rough though when it gets really, really low. It's hard on the body, and it takes a while. But anyways, not too much radio work for me there, Marty. I am collecting some gear to make a power distribution center on my desk here, so I can plug in multiple radios and equipment and have quick release on that. So I'm just buying a whole bunch of stuff, waiting for it to all come in. It's not coming in at the same time, so I'm excited to get that going. And of course, connectors for my LifePo 4 battery.
Very good. Well, it sounds like you're getting a real station put together there, Chuck. I know you've got a lot of stuff there on the desk. When I see it on the web there, very very interesting setup. And sometimes I have questions about something I see in the picture, but it's wonderful watching you on the web when you're conducting one of the nets there. Back to you.
VA3M.
Absolutely, it's a ton of fun there, Marty. Of course, the AREG net has been on for 32 and a half years now. We've crossed the halfway point of 32 years, and that reminds me, I'll have to call John, the founder of the AREG net. I do chat with him every once in a while, so this is reminding me to give him a phone call and see how he's doing up there in Thunder Bay. I wonder how his winter went. Anyhow, it's always a pleasure to have everybody stop by, either on the YouTube stream or on 146.430 at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. Back to you, Marty. Thanks for doing this net.
All right, Chuck. Well, thank you for checking in and all the nets and stuff that you're involved with, and streaming the stuff too, so that even if you're not able to check in with a radio, you can check in with a computer, which is pretty neat. All right, Chuck. 73 for now. Thanks for the call. This is VE3QEE. We have about 5 minutes left in the net, so if there's any other check-ins, please call now. Reminder that Rick will be on at 8 o'clock, 7150. I think they've moved up to 7150 for the net because there's a clear spot up there. And if you got 40 meters, give them a holler. 7150 and VE3BK is net control up there. All right, we're listening for any last minute check-ins. Please call now. This is the Monday check-in net for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club. We're back on this repeater every Monday between 7 and 8. And so if you're able to check in with us, we'd love to hear from you. I'd like to thank everybody who has checked in this evening. And I wish you all a good week on the air. And I'll say 73 for now, and return the frequency to normal amateur use. So I'll be listening along until 8 o'clock if anybody else comes by. But until then, stay well and happy hunting on the air. VE3QEE clear.
And that'll bring our extra contact to a close. Thanks for following along on YouTube. Come back and see us tomorrow night at 7 p.m. We'll be right here. Until then, 7 3s. That's how we say goodbye.